Alright, so today we're going to be doing the Newbie Booktag. I thought it was just relevant to do because I'm a newbie. This is BookTube, and it's my first tag. Why not have that be my first one? So I was watching A Dash of Ash. Again, like I said, I'm kind of a big fan of hers as well right now. And I was just like kind of scrolling through, and on the recommended, it was a bunch of newbie book tags. I'm assuming because it knows I'm new. And I saw it, and I clicked on it, and I watched it, and it was really cool, and I wrote down all the questions. So let's just hop into that, shall we? Question number 1. Why did you start this channel? I started this channel because I like reading and I like making videos in general. Not just per se like I do it super often. I just bought this camera not too long ago. However, I did enjoy making edits and stuff with my friends, like I said, for my motorcycle or for cars or for anything at that matter. I made a video edit for when I went to New York. I made a video edit for when I went to Complex Con for my work. I just like making videos and sharing it with people and allowing them to see what I like to do, and hopefully they get something from that. And I think it's a great way. It's a form of art, and I feel like it's something that I don't know how to do, and I like to learn new things and be somewhat good at them eventually. Also want to start this because I have a few friends that read, but not an absurd amount that read to the extent that I do, and that even to me, compared to people on BookTube that I watch, I don't even think I read that much. But it would be cool just to post a book review and then have an interaction with someone that has read the book and has general thoughts and is willing to go out of their way to have a conversation and, again, make friends and just be immersed in this whole community. Question 2. What are some fun and unique things you can bring to YouTube? Some fun and unique things is that, 1, I will be starting 2 channels, so hopefully that'll be something cool. They're totally unrelated. One is about my motorcycle and learning to ride canyons in the track and eventually getting my novice racing license, while this channel is about books. So I'm a very diverse person in that itself, so I have interest in a bunch of things, so it won't be, my content won't just strictly be about books. I might even go on tangents and have vlogs or just any little thing, because the title of this channel is going to be Cam's Books and Stuff, so there's always the stuff part, not just the books. But generally the books for this channel will be the main focus for that. So fun things is I'm really energetic. I love being loud and having fun with my friends. So I feel like I can bring that type of enthusiasm that is well sought after in BookTube, at least. Because when you care about something, that's what gets people to think that it's worth watching and that you might have something that's different to offer than somebody else. Question 3. What are you most excited about in starting this channel? What I'm most excited to start about is hopefully that this channel will push me to read more than I already do. I feel like when you are pressured to make videos and you have good content and you want to keep up with everyone, that like, you end up reading more, which in turn is a form of peer pressure, but in this sense it's peer pressure that is good, because to me reading is one of the best things that you can do. I always enjoy reading in any shape or form. I read as much as I can when I possibly can, unless it's like required reading for school, then I don't necessarily do that and I end up on Spark Notes, which is a bad no-no, so don't do that. Question number 4. Why do you love reading? This is probably one of the most generic answers, but it's very true to me. I read to get out of the reality that I live in. I am also in this way of becoming a writer. I'm an English major right now at school. I've said that in a previous video before. And I write and read to escape reality. Not to say that my reality is bad. I love my life and I love everyone and everything that surrounds me. And I make the best of everything I can do, but sometimes you just need an escape to get out of the house, but stay while you're still in the house, to get out of this world, to get out of this realm, anything of that sort. I just feel like you need to, everyone has their little thing, and with me that's writing and reading, especially writing. It just helps me kind of block everything out. I get to focus on one thing, and I'm the creator. I control everything in that story, and I really love that. Same thing with other authors. I love seeing how they perceive things, how they perceive the world, and what their outcome is when it comes to a book, because then that's the final outcome, is their perception on what's going on in their life or what they had in a dream or anything like that. I don't know, it fascinates me, and again, it's an easy way for me to escape and be in my own little world sometimes. What book or series got you into reading? That would actually have that book. I just bought it not too long ago, actually. I was in the 7th grade. That's not the book. So yeah, I was in the 7th grade when I really found out that English was going to be for me. And that was reading Trapped Between the Lash and the Gun by Arvella Whitmore. It was this book right here. There you go. So, Trapped Between the Lash and the Gun is about a young African-American kid who is about to be jumped into a gang, essentially, and then he jumps back in time, back into slavery days, and I believe meets a relative of his, and then it just changes perception on what he's doing in his current context. And it just, that I remember that book. I need to reread that book. I read it in 7th grade. It was a middle grade book. But after I read that book, I remember going into class the next day and just wasn't able to shut up. I just wanted to, I raised my hand for everything. We were just discussing, basically it was a conversation between me and my teacher. And hopefully one day she's watching this. Miss Storms, you're the best. I don't know, from that on I just was hooked on books. Though to say the next series that I jumped into was Twilight. But we're not going to divulge into our past mistakes. No, I'm kidding. I love that series. I don't have that series anymore. I never did own it. I think I borrowed it from the library. The only books I ever read from the library. If I don't own the book, I won't read it. It's kind of weird. But yeah, that was the book. It was great. It just, the way that she captured just the style of writing and that whole I think it was the concept mostly because I had seen some of that firsthand with friends and whatnot. So, you know, we like what we can relate to. So, what questions would you ask your favorite booktubers? Right now, A Dash of Ash is one of my favorites, and Dana from A Book Hoarder, I believe. Those are probably my top 2 that I'm watching every video right now. I don't know what it is about them. Dana I've been watching for kind of a while. I kind of took a break from BookTube though because I was like doing a bunch of other stuff with school and life got busy. So I didn't really, when I hopped back on YouTube, I was like, you know what, screw it, let's take this channel seriously. But I love Dana's channel. She's a great person. She seems like it. She works hard from what I can see. She always has great content. She's funny and I love watching her videos. But the question to both would be, I don't know, what keeps you going when it comes to making videos? Because I understand everyone says that it's going to get hard and stressful to make videos, especially if your channel does resonate a lot of viewers and whatnot and subscribers. So my question to them would be just to like explain what keeps you going, how do you get through those slumps, such as reading slumps or whatnot, and always provide good content for people to like me. But yeah, those are my favorite. A Dash of Ash is just vibrant and all smiles. I just feel like she's the type of person that like when you're around her, you're just smiling all the time. So I like that about both of them. So they're rad. If you guys are watching this, you guys are awesome. What challenges do you think starting a channel will be the hardest to overcome? Definitely recording when my family's home. All the videos I've recorded, no one's been home, especially including right now. I have like a little space between school and then going to school and then before work, and like there's like the quick 2 hours that no one's home. But I already understand that eventually I'm going to have to record when someone's home, and just getting past that is going to be the hardest part. Not necessarily that they're gonna like say anything. I just feel like it's weird. Talking to a camera is very natural to me though. I do a lot of this stuff with vlogging and stuff when I'm on a motorcycle, but again, I'm by myself, so I can talk to no one. That's not the problem. It's talking to no one when someone's here. That's the problem. When did you start reading? I was reading from 1st grade, I want to say, on. I don't know. School is always a big thing in my family, so stuff was pushed on us really early. I used to read The Magic Tree House. Is that the correct one? There's like a bajillion of those things, right? Yeah, I used to read those when my mom would go to the grocery store, and I would sit in the grocery basket while she was pushing it, and I would just read. So yeah, that's when I started reading. Never stopped after that. Where do you read? My room. I love reading in my room. I love going to coffee shops and writing, sometimes reading. That one's kind of hit or miss. I generally can't read anywhere else. Maybe libraries when I'm at school and stuff, but that's like school reading. But majority of the time, I'm reading in my room. On rainy days, I'll read out in the living room with all the windows open and stuff because I'm obsessed with rainy days. And I live in California, so it's not like they come too often. Sorry if it looks like I'm looking at 2 things. I'm still not used to, like, I can see the screen and see me, and I see the lens, so I apologize for that. Last question. What books do you like to read? I generally like to read YA contemporary, I would say. Trying to get a little bit more into fantasy. Used to read a lot of paranormal romance when I was in high school. So those are generally what I read, but mostly sticks around YA. I'm also starting to push the border with more adult books, I would say, even though I'm looking to write YA eventually. But yeah, I don't know. But again, that's another thing with BookTube. I want to expand my range of books that I'm reading. So hopefully that'll help bring that all together for me. That's it for the Newbie Book Challenge, the Newbie Book Tag. I hope you guys liked it. Please like, comment, subscribe. What do you guys want to see next? Questions, books, any of that stuff. But yeah, until next time. Cheers, guys. Later.